cold, it's wet, it's windy. It's time for pull-ups. So you know what, today I am tired. I am feeling the pinch. It has been an incredibly intense week, but you know what? I'm here, it's 500 pull-ups, I'm focused. Let's get to it. Okay, amazing session so far. So I'm 300 pull-ups in. I'm feeling super high frequency energy right now. So this is 6 days in, I think, from memory, the 500 pull-ups, each session with a 2.5 kg weight, and I feel absolutely incredible. What's happened so far is I've lost weight, excess weight that I wanted to lose through nutrition, good sleep, hydration, intermittent fasting, and doing loads of pull-ups. That's going to do it. And today's going absolutely amazing. I'm feeling those benefits. So that feeling is one of, I feel stronger. But of course, you know, I've lost excess body fat that I don't need. And of course, I'm firing up those muscle fibers, those ligaments, those tendons. They're used to this. They want this. They want me to keep on the muscular endurance journey that I'm on. And I feel super positive, high frequency energy right up here as well. So every rep that I'm doing, I'm sinking into gratitude. I'm grateful for that one rep, and I'm focusing on the precision techniques, and I'm keeping on that positive, high frequency energy. But listen, I've got 200 pull-ups left to go. Let's get to it. So that's it. So I've got 4,500 pull-ups remaining. So 500 pull-ups with a 2.5 kg weight achieved today, and you know what? I felt that high energy. It's almost like it was consistent with me today. I think it's because I didn't do as much filming, so there wasn't as much little rest times to do that. I didn't have as many engagements today with different people, so the time I suppose that I was training was a little bit quieter. And I just really zoned into just focusing on achieving the 500 pull-ups. And that was my real focus there. So it's been absolutely amazing. Honestly, really, really good. What I'm going to do now is it's going to be push-ups, and it's going to be some bodyweight squats. And then I'm chilling out with my day. I'm excited. So I will see you very soon. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Stay with me on this journey. Okay, listen, just a quick one. Two things have happened since I've just finished in the pull-ups and stuff. I'm all showered off now. Just need to comb the beard. That's a session in itself. The moisturiser, the beard combs. Anyway, listen, we haven't got time for that. So, two things happened, very similar conversations that I've had today around like volumes of pull-ups. So, as you know, or if this is the first time that you've seen this video, basically I break down my pull-ups, my pull-up challenges, my daily sessions into reps, sets, blocks, and milestones. And the reason for that is it enables me to focus on large volumes of pull-ups, but break them down so they're really, really small, really, really tiny focuses, so it doesn't overwhelm me, but also it's specific, it's time-bound, and it's measurable, so I can effectively manage it, and I can monitor my performance over time. So, common thing that comes up is how many pull-ups can I do in a row? Like get on the bar. How many can I do? And I'll ask the question like, why do you want to know that? And that's a fair enough question. I get it. But do you want me asking why you're asking that question? And it's like, well, I just want to know how many you can do in a row. And I think the idea behind it is people want to, I think it's almost like a measure of, look at me, I'm stuck for words. Sorry, I've got loads of stuff just whizzing around my head. Let me just grab some of those thoughts. Okay, I think what it is it's a way of measuring. You know, we talk about performance, i.e. what was that weight that you lifted, how heavy is that weight, or how fast was your run time or something like that. We try and look for metrics so we can compare against other people, which is a common thing. You know, the psychology behind it is we probably sometimes do it without even know why we're asking certain questions. So I think this is how I'm going to explain it. If you want to do 10 pull-ups in a row straight, 20 pull-ups in a row straight, 50 pull-ups, 100, whatever it is in a row straight, you've got to ask yourself, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do it? Why is that important to you as an individual? And I think this is the common theme that I'm finding is people want to get stronger at performing pull-ups, or should I say, people want to develop strength and build muscle and endurance by focusing on just doing large volumes in one set. So getting up to the bar and doing as many as they can do, and sometimes as fast as they can do. This is what I'm going to say. I was one of those people at one point. Honestly, listen, I thought, right, I'm just going to crank out as many as I can do, as fast as I can do it, and get to that point. And as soon as I got off the bar, my heart is beating faster than a rabbit's nose. And I'm trying to capture my breath. And then it's like, well, how long do you rest for? You've got to focus on your rest time. What is your rest time? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do you measure your rest time? All of these form part of the precision techniques that I talk about that make up the muscular endurance. So there's one thing saying, I want to get stronger at pull-ups, or I want to get more I want to build muscle, I want to become muscular by doing pull-ups. But what about the endurance side of it? Going for the distance. So still having that explosive pull-up, if you will. So moving into the realms of Usain Bolt for the pull-ups, but you go in for the distance. So it's Mo Farah for the distance. And you've got to go small to go big. So if somebody says to me, right, do 20 pull-ups, Phil, I might decide to do 20 pull-ups in a row. Or I might decide to say, do you know what? I'm going to break that down into 4 sets of 5 reps max. And I'm going to focus on 1 pull-up at a time to perform and execute that pull-up in the best possible way that I can do, with no impairments to how I'm pulling myself up, no cheats or anything like that, but I'm going to own every single pull-up while I'm doing it. Now that is probably the way that I would go. So do 5 reps max, 4 sets, 5 reps max, and the chances are my heart rate won't go too high. So I'll be able to keep my rest time relatively low, say 30 seconds or less. And I'm then able to focus on going for the distance. So if somebody said, do you know what, I want to do 20 pull-ups in a row, that's my goal, that's my focus. Well, that is absolutely fine. If you want to do 20 pull-ups in a row and that is your focus, then that becomes a goal in itself. So let's break it down. How many pull-ups can you do right now, max? How many pull-ups can you do right now, max? Okay, sorry about that. I just stopped filming then. Somebody was shouting somebody else and it was distracting me. Right, the point that I'm trying to make here is this. Break down that goal that you want to focus on. Just like I did with the 100,000 pull-ups challenge that I completed in 151 days. Okay, break that number down. It's so audacious to think about, but have that same mindset for the 20 pull-ups. Like if you want to do 20 pull-ups in a row, it might not sound like 100,000, and it isn't 100,000, but it's the same process. Break it down. So get on that bar and do as many pull-ups as you can in your first set. You will know where your benchmark is. So if you get on that bar and you crank out 12 pull-ups in a row, ask yourself, what is your technique like? Are you going up slow? Are you going up fast? Are you coming down slow? Are you coming down fast? Are you fully extending your arms when you're coming down? Or are you coming down halfway and then jumping back up, popping back up again? Get to know your pull-up technique. Get to know your body. Connect your mind to that body, to your body, and focus on all of those component parts. Because if you can get to the point where you think, no, that is a pull-up that I want to perform, that is my pull-up, I own that pull-up, great, okay, and you still crank out, say, 10 or 12 pull-ups in a row, but you want to get to that 20, fine, you might have to then take a rest period for, say, 3 minutes, something like that, and then go for it again. And then go for it again and try and do as many as you can in a row. Now, you might then squeeze out another 10 or another 8 pull-ups, but you might not. You have to play around with it to find out where you're at. Now, if you start off by getting to 12 pull-ups in a row, and then you rest for, say, 3 minutes, and you get on the bar, and you find that you can only do, say, 4 pull-ups, then what's happened there is your performance, your endurance performance has dramatically declined, because you've probably got sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, fluid buildup in your muscles. Your heart rate's probably beating very fast. You probably released adrenaline, possibly cortisol, because your brain doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't know that you want to get 20 pull-ups in a row. It just knows that you're exerting high levels of stress on the body, because that's what you're doing. Essentially, that's what's happening. So it's going to kick in. And it doesn't know that you want to get to 20 pull-ups in a row. So start off by finding out how many you can actually do in a row. Then think about what your rest time is once you get off the bar to the next time you get off the bar. Write this down, measure it, use a stopwatch, and then go again until you get to that 20. And then you've got to keep practicing that thing to focus on getting to the 20 pull-ups maximum. So it means that you can't just do it one day a week and think, right, I'm going to get 20 pull-ups really, really quickly. You might want to practice that 3 times a week. Listen, you might want to do it on a daily basis. I have no idea. Every human being is different. Every technique that somebody uses is different. We're all built differently. Different limbs, different ligaments, different tendons, different muscles, different shapes, different sizes, different mindsets, different physiology, different levels of nutrition, weight. We've got so many different things going on. But fundamentally, it comes down to the foundation, which is, why do you want to do that many pull-ups in a row? Get to that why, then focus on one pull-up at a time. Own your pull-up. Ask your friends what your pull-up performance like. Look at your pull-up performance in a mirror if you've got the opportunity to do that. Ask people that you can trust to honestly give you feedback on that pull-up, because you want to make sure that your hand placement is where it needs to be, that your hip tilt is where it needs to be, your breath work, that you've got that hip tilt in there. How quickly are you pulling up? How quickly are you coming down on the eccentric? All of these things will factor it in, and then you can start to own that, and you will get to achieve your 20 pull-ups max if that's what you want to do. And that's cool. That is an amazing focus, by the way. Not taking anything away from it. That's amazing. So listen, I'll keep sharing things with you. And listen, any questions, drop them in the comments, but have a wonderful day. See you soon.